I've taken the liberty over the years to change a few lines. Because he says I smoke cigarettes in the back seat, and I haven't done that in years. So, and he said he's going to find that lady with 2 or 3 kids and sit down by her side. And it's a funny thing, when I met my wife, I was at this wedding that I almost forgot to go to of one of my best friends, which is, funny enough. I was in the parking lot at Central Market South, and I saw this friend of mine from a long time ago, and I was like, Patrick, what are you doing in Austin, man? Weren't you in Japan or something? What are you doing? He goes, Matt's getting married in a few days. I'm like, oh, I forgot about that. He goes, yeah, you're supposed to be there. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, I know, I'm there, man. I'm totally there. And I went, and I showed up wearing jeans that looked like this and a blue jean shirt, and just didn't, kind of underdressed for the occasion. And keep in mind, I was very, very single and rather alone and whatever, just making it. Just moved down to Austin. I was going to move to Austin to become going to be a musician in Austin. Then I got down here and I realized there was like 30,000 billion people that were doing the same thing. So I was hanging on by a thread, but I got there and I saw her. I was like, golly, she's beautiful. And then we caught eyes and I was like, oh my gosh. And then I'm sitting there talking to this crazy old lady about arch support, right? This lady, she's hung on her feet, and I'm like, well, you need to wear shoes with that arch support, because, that's when your back's all messed up, with your shoulders and everything like that. And then this little girl threw a rock in the pond. I'm like, hey, little girl, what are you doing? Rocks in the pond? Just chill out, right? And then, bam, the girl that I just looked at showed up. She goes, hi, I'm Don Aaron. And I'm like, hi, I'm Graham. She goes, this is my mom, and this is my daughter. And I was like, oh my gosh, so in love with you already. And I just met you. Goes, this is your wife, and this is your daughter, and this is your mom. And it's pretty crazy. I was like, I was just talking to your crazy. Is that why you wanted me to sit down there? Just don't even just bill me or something. Send me a receipt. One of a kind. They probably never even made it here. We hired this guy to come play the house show. He just told crazy stories and ruined all my great Halloween sculptures. Anyway.
So you met your wife.
So I met my wife. I think it was just talking about how funny it can be when you just never know what's going on, and then your life can change within an instant. There's some great stuff going on. This EP's out. There's a lot of music going on, and this next song is going to be off the new EP, which I've got here also. I don't have all the people around me right now in my band like telling me to shut up, play a song, talk about merchandise. What are you talking about? Don't break people's personal property. Yeah. Don't break stuff. This is the second song on the EP. It's called This World. Oh, wrong EP. Come on. Dan, thanks a lot for telling me to dress up tonight. Trying to find something to say about it. This world can crush all your dreams. Where you'll feel is the only thing that is real. Don't you hear the people call out your name? Don't you see the people's lives in disarray? This world, people will die. what's hilarious is I'm not an aspiring stand-up comic. I don't talk this much in between songs normally, but the first time I ever performed in high school when I was 17, the same thing with the harmonica happened, and it was in front of like my high school. I was like, wrote this song about this girl that I had a crush on. She never liked me. I'm gonna sing this song. And sucker just boom right out, And I'd been playing with this harmonica holder that I made out of a coat hanger for months. And then for the performance, I'm like, I can't make a coat hanger wrapped around a harmonica. I put on my, I can't do that. I went to a music store, a novel idea at the time. I was a genius. And they had harmonica holders, lo and behold. And so I put it on backwards. That's how bad the problem. I guess I just didn't have it in right there. I don't know what happened right there, but the great thing is my choir teacher at the time. I just talked about her when I walked in too. She told me I can't sing when I sit down. She said I have to stand up and sing. She grabbed the harmonica while I was still playing, and then ran back up on stage and put it up and let me play it right there. The crowd went wild, and everybody sort of still made fun of me.
I thought about it, the shift was backwards.
Yeah. Flavor. Well, you have flavor. Man, come on, dog. Flavor.